House of the Dragon, episode
Sex.
I feel like the show has gotten a whole lot more mature. Maybe it's because the characters are more mature, but just straight from that first scene, the tone, that scene, that birth scene, the tone is set. I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe it is because the characters are older, but the show feels like it has grown. It feels a whole lot more like Game of Thrones, and I'm liking it. It feels like we're having to relearn these characters all over again because Rhaenyra is very different. Alicent is very different. Kristen is very different. Daemon is in a different place, but he's similar to Daemon. Same with the King Viserys. But you have these characters who look completely different because they're played by different people and they're behaving very different. So that took a little bit of getting used to. I heard that the showrunners even called it like a second pilot. And the second pilot, I feel like, is even better than the first pilot. This is huge. This is a 10-year time jump. And we didn't get any buildup. Like, how did Alicent become this? Either Alicent is filled with hate or she is scared for her children's life. And she has vocalized that she is scared for her children's life, but I feel like it's a mix of both. She really dislikes Rhaenyra. You see her, she's still wearing the green. She stopped wearing the Targaryen red and she's wearing her house color. So she's still keeping that distance from the king, from Rhaenyra, from everybody. I wish we got a little bit more build up with Alicent's character. Rhaenyra, I can see Rhaenyra turning into this a lot easier than how Alicent's character has changed. And with Kristen's character, I mean, you're seriously still salty over one night? You see what I mean? There has to have been some other stuff that went on. Kristen is so salty that he's taking it out on Rhaenyra's kids. He is taking it out on Rhaenyra's kids. He's in charge of their training, and he's pitting her kids up against Alicent's kids, who are much older. And Alicent's firstborn, I think his name was Aegon. And man, there's so many names, and now they added even more names with this episode. It's hard to keep track of. Yeah, he's literally taking it out on her kids, and full on took it out on Rhaenyra's lover. Man, Rhaenyra definitely has a type. You look at the knight that she's with now, and look at Kristen. You got the silver armor. You got that same skin color, the curly brown hair. Rhaenyra definitely has a type. With Daemon Targaryen, I like where he's at, man. He's off at this other place, this other land, and he's living with his wife. He married Laena, the Lady Laena, that 12-year-old girl that was gonna marry the king. He got with her, right? You saw them flirting at the wedding in the last episode. I like the match with them too. And they have a few kids. The thing is, like, with her, she wants to go back to home, back to Valyria. She doesn't want to be here. She wants to claim her birthright, right? This is a power couple. You have a Targaryen and a Valyrian. See, the thing is, they're more of a power couple than Rhaenyra and her brother, that Valyrian's brother, the gay guy, right? Because Rhaenyra is not even having any kids with him. They're basically married just for namesake. And so Rhaenyra's kids are illegitimate. They're with the knight, so they don't carry the bond, that bloodline of those two houses. The whole point, the whole point of marrying the two was to join the houses. But you want to carry that line, the mix of the Valyrians and the Targaryens. You want to carry that line. The only people that are carrying that line now are Daemon and the Lady Laena. So Daemon is offered this proposal, right? I don't want to do a recap like I've been doing in these episodes, man. I want to change it up. Just give my thoughts on the episodes. But so Daemon is carrying Daemon is being presented with this offer, right? And he wants to take it, but that means he must stay and keep these lands safe where he's at. And the Lady Laena said, no. I appreciate the offer and everything. You're giving us a lot of money and all the land and everything, but we want to do more. We want to go back. And then Daemon's like, no, we should, we'll consider this offer. We should take this offer. At that moment, when I saw that, I was like, man, Lady Laena, like Daemon, he's content. He's living a happy life, a quiet life, away from all the drama that is with his family going on, right? He's content here. He has a beautiful wife, he has children, and he's content with his land. And his wife is like, no, we need to claim our birthright. We need to go back and live the lives that we are destined to live. And at that moment, I'm like, okay, it's always the women that wants more power, want something more, and it's going to bite her in the butt. Something bad is going to happen. And later in that episode, I mean, it's not really related to that, but she dies. Oh, man, that death was crazy. Like, Daemon was presented with the same choice as his brother. Well, not the same choice, right? Because there wasn't as much pressure as his brother's choice. But essentially, the baby wasn't coming out of Laena. And Daemon was presented with a choice. Do you want to save the baby? Do you want to save your wife? And there was the doctor on staff said, you know, there's not a good chance you're going to save the baby. So Daemon decided, you know, we're going to forfeit the baby. We're going to keep the wife, right? But what does the Lady Laena do? She runs out to her dragon. And when did this happen, man? This is why I want some more backstory. She has like this crazy dragon. We had this crazy dragon scene with Daemon and her flying around. The dragons looked awesome. Yeah, the CG wasn't as good, as top notch as it was in Game of Thrones, but it was awesome. The maneuvers were really cool. I feel like we got to see. I mean, her dragon was massive, right? How did she get that dragon? I want to know. I want to see that stuff. And but yeah, so she tells her dragon to literally burn her alive because I guess she doesn't want Daemon to make that choice. She doesn't want the choice. I mean, she feels shame for, you know, not being able to bear the kid, or maybe she's scared that Daemon is going to choose the kid over her and she's going to die. Whatever the reason is, she decides that she's going to die. And Daemon rushes out to go see her, and it's too late. He sees her being burned alive by her dragon. So that sucks. And I don't know. I don't remember if Daemon had any sons. I don't know. I don't know if he only has daughters. I got to pay attention next episode. But that sucks for Daemon, man. Daemon seems a lot more chilled out. And with this death, now he has no excuse to be here. Only like he has his kids. So we'll see. And also, who's going to inherit his wife's dragon? We had one of their kids who didn't have a dragon. So is she going to inherit that dragon? I mean, she's a little girl. How's she going to fly that giant big thing? So we'll find out. But man, this episode was solid, man. I liked it. Bro, freaking, oh my gosh. I can't believe I missed this. Alicent's first son, the one that we saw the second name day for, bro, he was standing out the window. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to see more. It definitely got my attention. It definitely grabbed me. Like, I'm liking the characters a whole lot more than, like, if this was a pilot, I feel like I would have liked the characters a whole lot more than I did in the first episode. Because one of my complaints about the first few episodes of House of the Dragon was these characters are nowhere as good as Game of Thrones. So it didn't grab me like Game of Thrones did. But I feel like if they started off with this, I feel like it would have grabbed me because the show just feels a bit more mature. But yeah, man, I'm interested to see more. Alicent's kid, was he going to get a new dragon? What's going to happen? I want to see more. The dynamics between the characters are interesting now. Rhaenyra is left. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see more. So if you guys want to see more reviews like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.